kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Raheem Mostert.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else? Gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 5.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
4th down.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal.
On for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
first carry now for Reggie Bush. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Bush. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made back at the...
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 61 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Buffalo Bills.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run out?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And Oliver, his second sack of the night. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something. They'll give to the fullback. It's all stopped. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for Buffalo, the dangerous Reggie Bush. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Bush. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out up around the the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Slant to Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Then Steve Smith hauls it in. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Now Bush on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The veteran Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's got room. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he will find his man on the outside. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound it in with Allstott. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Bills have retaken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go to the fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now Bush on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he gets it down to the 32.
That's a
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is Bush. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Greg Olsen. 26 yards. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Smith to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Back to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 12. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Who wants some?
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Let's go, defense. Get out the field, defense.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, and zone. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go. Step on, spin, move, and zone. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off, and go. I had to kick off, and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball.